sitting here doing some thinking. Like, you know how I talked about earlier, if God was to peek open through the curtain and give a shout out, do you think Marty would change? Do you think Marty would panic and get on his knees and start praying and, oh, what's read the book gonna do for him then? If he was unable to learn from the book, what good was the book? Doesn't the book tell him not to hate, not to lie? That's the thing, like, I keep seeing everybody like, I believe it's a God of love, for sure. But how do people honestly think, like, what do they think God thinks about what's going on down here? Does anybody think that he's happy and he's pleased? That his own creation is turned against him? If I'm wrong, like, if the world's good and somebody wants to let me know, they can go in the comments anytime and let me know where I'm wrong about the world. We let these governments dictate our lives. Like, there's just things I don't understand. Like Marsha Blackburn. I believe she's a senator for Tennessee. I can't believe that, she's the only one up there demanding the Epstein list. How is there not every other senator there not saying where's the list? Why is nobody putting the pressure on Dick Durbin, saying, Dick Durbin, why are you covering this up? Why do you not want this out? Because, well, hey, look at all the information we gave you guys. A bunch of names. You can speculate all you want. You can, but Stephen Hawking, he was the bad guy. Stephen Hawking, he's the pervert. The man that couldn't touch anybody. It's all sorts of weird. I got on my TV right now. I got in Canada here. There's a journalist from Rebel News. You can go watch it if you want. It's actually the RCMP trying to set this journalist up to charge him for assault. It's all caught on video. An RCMP officer blatantly trying to set somebody up. And then the York Regional Police officer there too backs up the lie and says that this journalist was pushing people around and stuff like that. All he was asking our deputy prime minister was, hey, do you support a terrorist group? And do you consider them a terrorist group? But anyways, I want to show Christia and her response to, well, this journalist being arrested for just trying to do his job. But I don't know if anybody's heard me before talk about Christia. Christia's background is she was raised by her grandfather, I believe, who was a known, well, we'll call them Yahtzees. I don't know what you're allowed to say anymore. He was a Yahtzee. But, as my wife always tells me, just because her grandfather was a Yahtzee doesn't make her a Yahtzee. And remember, these are only my thoughts and stuff like that. I'm not saying anybody's anything. It's just what I think. But I try and tell my wife, like, wouldn't that up the odds of Christia being a Yahtzee if she was raised by one? You know, maybe she was groomed for the role. You know what I mean? Because you try and put the pieces together. You think Christia would be like a little bit more sympathetic to the journalist, seeing that that's what she went to school for, was journalism school. So I don't know how somebody who went to journalism school ended up in charge of Canada's finances. because she's doing a hippity dippity fucking shitty ass job. I mean, the proof is in the results of Canada right now. I'm not making this shit up. She's not very good at her job. She's actually kind of terrible at it. But, anyways, but after journalism school, she hung out with George Soros. Yeah, George. He might have some ties to the Yahtzees as well. And, well, his good buddy, Klaus Schwab, well, his family had ties to the Yahtzees. I'm not saying that, you know, the teachings went on or anything like that. It's just you gotta start wondering when all these Yahtzee things start coming in together. But their good buddy Klaus Schwab, well, I keep saying it because it bothers me and I don't understand how nobody doesn't get it. This Klaus Schwab, and you should see the way this moron dresses. Like he's Princess Palpatine. I can't believe anybody. I can't believe we let this guy get away with this shit. Like he tells the world that he's penetrated my prime minister. Because not only is Chrystia Freeland the Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister of Canada, she has a big role in the WEF. And well, why? Oh, I forgot. Christie has also wrote a book on how the elites run the world in the future. I've never read it. I probably never will, but there is a book out there. I'm not making it up. You can go look for yourself. And if you want to support Chrystia Freeland and buy her book, then maybe she can give her kids Disney Plus again. Because that's Christia's advice to Canada. That everything's freaking hard to pay for. And, well, we can be like her and we can drop our Disney Plus. That'll save us some money. But then again, she's also been caught lying, saying that she uses her bicycle all the time and never uses her car. Because, well, that would be a lie because, well, she's gotten caught speeding, like almost take your license away kind of speeding. But then when she flies from like Toronto to Ottawa, she actually has her car drive to Ottawa while she's flying so that she has a driver and all of that while she's in Ottawa. Like, does Chrystia really think we're stupid? What is she doing about global warming? Global warming seems to be her and Justin's biggest thing. They throw it in every sentence they can possibly get it in, and she's running around driving cars when she doesn't have to have car. Like, couldn't she at least rent a car when she got to Ottawa? Why does the fumes have to go from Toronto to Ottawa just to... She must think she's pretty fucking special. And, well, I don't because, well, I think she hangs out with a lot of Yahtzees and, well, she's against the people and, well, I think she's, like, they're treasonous. Like, if anybody can let me know, I don't want to think this way about Chrystia. I want to think that she's a sweetheart. Anyways, this is her response. And I haven't listened to it yet. I wanted to go over it with people. This is her response about what happened.
Since her smirking little exit
That's not
as
her.
a journalist was
That's
falsely arrested and then falsely accused of assault, literally right in front of her as a former journalist. So let's take a listen to this.
What do you make of your security detail arresting David Menzies? So I want to start...
She wants to start by not answering the question. She's going to take you around in about 20 circles, probably, is what I'm guessing.
With what was important about Monday. And what was important about Monday, January 8th, was that was the 4th anniversary of a date that I think forever needs to be marked and circled in black on the calendar of all Canadians. it was a tragedy for Canada. Canadians were criminally murdered. And I want to say to the families and loved ones of the people who were murdered that Canada remembers, Canada will not forget. And that's what.
Oh, hit the heartstrings of the Canadians. Hit them with the heartstrings. Don't answer the questions, but I'm going to tell you how good I am and how much I love you guys.
I was in Richmond Hill. Marcy was there too, to show that this is a Canadian tragedy, that Canada remembers and Canada will not forget.
Well, why don't we figure out how not to do it again and prevent it, and then we don't have to worry about it. We learn from the past, but in order to learn from the past, we got to figure out the truth. So when a journalist comes asking you for truth, well, you just don't even want to answer the question. That's the problem. She didn't even want to answer a question. Like, it's weird.
On the incident, as you guys know very well, Canada is a rule of law country. Canada is a democracy.
Sorry, what?
Operational decisions about law enforcement are taken by the police of jurisdiction, quite appropriately.
I hope you guys all go watch that video and see if that was appropriately done. She is a circle talking, circumventing, fucking treasonous piece of shit who purposely got her country to take bad stuff because, well, her boss, Klaus Schwab, not Canada, her loyalty is not to Canada, it's to fucking Klaus Schwab, and no one wants to wake the fuck up and see that these retards are fucking running our fucking country and they want to destroy us.
Elected officials have no role in the taking of those decisions, and that's why I don't have any further comment.
What a spineless, useless, fucking cunt. She is destroying people's lives and no one wants to stand up to this piece of shit. Did anybody not see what is there to be afraid of that piece of shit? What is it? It's the fucking RCMP and the fucking police who fucking arrested somebody for no reason, for asking questions and tried to make shit up so they could charge him. Good thing he had the video going. This is the world we gotta live in. And anybody who wants to say, oh, fuck Canada, it must suck. Well, fucking John Fetterman is a part of the WEF. How in the fuck did you guys vote him in? He has no fucking, but then again, look at fucking Biden. He can't even put a fucking sentence together. But then again, if you look at at least he has a reason. You look at the vice president, what the fuck is that? Like, these are the leaders of the free world? Oh, holy crap. This is insane. Like, totally insane. Like, people can't see what's going to happen. Like, if you think you have money right now, you don't. You don't. All these other countries backing their money with gold and everything, it's going to make your guys' money worthless. Don't worry, that's just part of the plan. Then you can get your digital currency. Everybody will have to have it, because then you won't have any money if you don't. Funny how Klaus Schwab has a freaking nice little chip for your hand already ready to go. It's weird. Like, we've only been warned about social credit. Like, this world is already hard enough for people who make mistakes. They say it's not, but, well, I've seen it firsthand. You can have a man, a 40-year-old man in Canada, and he can have had a DUI when he was 19, and he can't get a decent job because he's got a fucking criminal record because he fucking made a mistake 20 fucking years ago. And then this guy, he can work at a place as a temp agency, but he can't work there as a full-time employee. So he's got to be the best worker on the fucking floor and then know that everybody's getting paid fucking way more than them. That's highly motivating, eh? Like, I kind of live in my head thinking, well, Justin Trudeau's wife's name's on the Epstein. Well, that might be a fake list, just saying. But he has an NDA. He's worn blackface a million times. He's got, there's rumors affiliation with Nexium or whatever it is, with that Keith Raniere or whatever. You guys ever watch that stuff? Like, who fell for Keith Raniere? Holy shit. A lot of people. And it was backed by a lot of money. Isn't that weird, eh? The Seagram's girls. Why would somebody who's supposed to be intelligent with money back nonsense like that up? Unless they're into nonsense like that. But then again, I think we're fooled all the time. Like, these celebrity tards trying to tell us how to live our lives, giving us fake personas that they have. Like, do you guys really think Paris Hilton was fucking treated badly at some sort of school? Like, come on. And then she won't come out, she won't say names or anything like that. But she's not this victim. She's still the survivor. But hey, who did it? Like, no, you're still the victim. If you're not willing to come out and say who did it, well, you're hiding something. So, but then again, I'm supposed to believe that Paris Hilton, who is what? Is it? There's those two names I always get mixed up. There's the Rockefellers, and then there's her sister goes by the other name. Rothschild. They're Rothschilds. Do you think anybody was messing with a Rothschild child? Or do you think it's staged? And does anybody actually believe that Paris Hilton has built this empire by herself? I'm sorry, I don't believe it. But then again, did you watch her in her little reality show that she had? She came off brilliant, but then she wants to wipe that persona away, and it's all show. I think it's all show. It might not be a show. These celebritards might just, like, have you guys watched the Lil Nas X thing? That's kind of sickening, eh? That'll go over well with God, I think, in Lil Nas X. If he just peeked through, and Lil Nas X would probably shit his pants a lot. But what would happen if they did that to Muhammad on TV? Think anything would happen? Think there'd be an uproar? Think there'd... Probably, eh? It's just Jesus that you can shit on. It's just... Like, really, if there's a God, and there's any biblical figure you can pick throughout the Quran, through the Bible, through the Torah, through all of it, Hinduism, Buddhism, everything, who's the one, and maybe it's different for everybody has their own opinion, but I would think being more like Jesus Christ would be the way to get to God. But I may be wrong. But where would be the harm? I mean, I don't think we're in trouble as long as we're seeking the truth. You know what I mean? I think that's the whole part of it. I think you can still go to heaven being Like Vivek, like if that guy's for real, like if he's not a showman and he is real, and he does want truth, I think that's what it's about. Just wanting the truth and being truthful. It sounds so easy, and I think it should be, but for some reason in the world today, I think it's hard for people. Like, look at Marty. Everybody I've ran into pretty much on the internet that I've corresponded with, like Wade and Seeper, and well, you know, PBR is a big liar, and Dagburn's a big liar, and why? What? Like, what's the point of it? I'm gonna go because apparently, for some reason, every time I go to do a video, somebody wants me.